This video, I'm gonna be taking you to another the auction, and I was waiting for a specific property and I checked that there is no mortgage. However, it got cancelled, and I just wanted to apply that message that sometimes you can prepare for a certain property and it's not gonna come to the auction. You're gonna have to wait, and sometimes you can get frustrated of it and leave the game altogether. So the key here is to be persistent. The more properties you're gonna check, the more chances you're gonna have, because they're gonna come to the auction slowly but surely, but you're gonna know the information and you're gonna be comfortable with yourself and with your risk and with your purchase price and with your bid, basically. So that's one of the things that happens at the auction, is when things get canceled, people get frustrated and they leave the game. On the other hand, a lot of people making mistakes at the auction, like the one I'm gonna show you here, that clip, that person actually lost his principal as a whole just because he didn't understand the principle of what I'm teaching you about buying HOA before the lease payment started, okay? So if you just listen to that rule in general, that specific person that you're gonna see in the movie could save $14,000. Okay, so basically, one sale got cancelled. I stopped this video about 30 minutes ago. And this one got cancelled because it's going for bankruptcy. And I showed you that the defendant filed a motion for bankruptcy, and indeed it got cancelled. So I didn't waste my time on this one, and I could move to the other ones. So we already checked this one in Lauderhill, and this is not worth buying, so nobody should bid on this property. If anyone is going to bid on this property, is going to lose everything they're going to be bidding on. So this is a big no-no, and I already explained why it's a big no-no. It's a big no-no because first of all, there is a mortgage and there is a second mortgage outstanding on this mortgage, on this property, and the lender already started a foreclosure, so there is no equity, and being positioned in title right now makes no sense whatsoever. On the other hand, this property here, I've been checking it for the past 30 minutes, and I just can't find a mortgage for this one, to be honest with you. I cannot find a mortgage for this one. My attorney is reviewing the file as we speak, and taxes are being paid by the owner directly on this one, which is a good indication for me. Plus I search and search and search using multiple names. I just didn't find a mortgage associated with this person. So the way I looked at it, the public records is, I just searched the name from the day he bought it, and I received about 10 records. One of them was the mortgage that was initially the person took on the property in 1988, in 1988, sorry, and that mortgage was released in 2015. So I would title was clean from 1988 until 2015. It was not clean. In 2015 it got clean, basically. This mortgage got released in 2015. So I would expect the person to take another mortgage at that point in 2015, unless he paid that mortgage in full and just didn't do any refinancing and didn't take any other mortgages, just paid it. Which is in most cases it's a rare case, because when somebody pays off a mortgage, he usually takes a mortgage. So I'm going to be searching from 2015, and I'm going to see if maybe I can just search the last name from 2015. Maybe I can see records that I didn't see before. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to search from 2015. Otherwise I'm going to get so many records. And I got about 18 records now just with the family name. So I'm gonna be searching for a mortgage, and I see there is a $250,000 mortgage here. This is probably a different property. I think we already checked all the mortgages. We didn't see anything. I'm just checking the last name now to see maybe the first name was not written properly, or was misspelled, or something happened along the way, because this person bought the property in 1988. It's a long time, and this property has nothing to do with the property we are looking at right now. So I see this mortgage is irrelevant, and this mortgage is irrelevant as well because it belongs to this property. And I'm going checking everything I can, and basically I do not see a mortgage. I see here the association foreclosing on the same case that we are looking at right now in the auction. So they're foreclosing on this case, Lakeshore University, and if you click here, you can see it's the same case. Here is the final judgment. Okay, so in the final judgment, I can read what happened and when money stopped being paid. I had this property on my list, and I already checked it. If you see my WhatsApp, if you look at my WhatsApp, you can see that I had this property on my list. This is the door of that property, Unit 206. And I know that this property is rented, and the rent is $1,300, community looks nice, etc. So I have this information here, and I know who lives in the property. I know there is a lady lives there, and she is renting the property for $1,300. So that gives me a sense that the owner are not there, and I might inherit a tenant. So that's great. In this community, there is no rental restriction, so that even makes it even better for me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue and look at title while I can. I have about 8 more minutes, and all of the checks that I did looks fine because I cannot find a mortgage. So I'm gonna be looking for the next few minutes and that before I put my bid, and I'll take you to the auction when I get there. Okay, I'm back, and the auction is about to start in a minute. As I said, nobody should be bidding on this property because there is nothing into it. This one, I couldn't find a mortgage, and I'm considering in bidding. Even though I haven't 100% verified it, I cannot find a mortgage, so I'm waiting for the auction to start. Eric,
Hey, Liran.
how are you doing?
Okay.
Good. I'm just trying to do the title search on the title point, and it get disconnected for me on that specific property that I'm looking for. Sherman Circle, Unit 208.
Oh, the Sherman Circle.
Yeah, I just didn't get to it, and I checked everywhere, and there is no mortgage. And I checked the taxes. Taxes are not being paid by CoreLogic or anything like that.
Okay.
So I just don't see a mortgage there, Eric.
Yeah. I'm not in the office. I'll be back probably in a half hour or so.
Okay.
When's the sale?
Sale is coming next in about 20 seconds.
Oh.
So I'm gonna be bidding on it because I think it's good. I already checked it, and there is somebody inside.
All right, bid, and when I get back to the office, I'll try to check it and see if I can get in.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay, so that was my attorney, and boom, the sale got cancelled. Auction did not meet county requirements. Something just happened here. Okay, so this case got cancelled. I was so much ready to bid on it, and that happens. I checked the property, everything was fine. I do not know, I think that they didn't do a publication here. Oh, they did do a publication here, but that was a long time ago, yes. The plaintiff forgot to file something. So technically, the auction did not meet county requirements. That happens when there isn't a notice of sale before that. Before the sale itself. Let's take another look. Let's take a look at the sale that was just concluded. Okay, somebody bought this property, and that somebody should not have bought this property. Okay, so let's, before we go into why this sale got cancelled, I want to check this one for a second and see who bought it. So let's go here, folks. Auction results. And here and says I didn't buy, and somebody named Angelique something bought that property. We should not buy this property at all. I mean, there's no sense whatsoever to buy this property, and as you can see, people are buying things that should not be buying. Look at this. This is very interesting. 4 bidders placed the bid, and they didn't even have a deposit in their account. Okay, so in order for them to be able to buy properties at the auction, they have to make a deposit, which is when you win a property, you have to pay the 5% immediately. So if you're bidding on a $12,000 property and you don't have 5% out of $12,000, it means you don't even have $700 in your account. So $600. But those bidders are not serious. It's just what I'm trying to say. They just go on the auction thinking they can do something. They place bid that they don't even have money. So, and then this guy comes along and he has money, okay, and he buys this property. And this guy over here is a savvy investor. I know this guy, and he will never buy it in the world. And the reason he put $200, I guess, is just for him to, as an indication of do not buy. Okay, just sometimes I also put bids like that tells me do not buy, and probably that's his indication or an indication to check. But anyway, this was not supposed to be bought by anybody, and this person here is gonna lose about $11,000, unfortunately. Hey guys, if you like this video and you want to learn more about becoming a real estate expert, please be sure to subscribe. You can also go to my website, lirankoren.com, and get your free 1-hour course. And if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to make them, and I will respond as fast as I can. In the meantime, happy investing, everybody.